I'm not that person's wali. I can't say yes. Yeah, go and propose to the guy. Oh no, don't propose to the guy. I can't say that. What I'm going to do is say, Allah should show you. Allah should show you what. Please, you guys should cut that place. Allah should show you what.
Assalamu alaikum and welcome to another exciting episode of the Campus Muslim Show. If you've watched any of our episodes before, thank you for coming back to listen to us. If you are new here, welcome, stick and stay with us because I promise you're going to love it here. So today we are going to have a crucial discussion about the welfare, lifestyle and challenges of Muslims on campus. I'm Amina Nelson, your host for today, and I'm joined here by two esteemed ladies, Abiba Umar, the former Women's Commissioner for the University of Cape Coast, UCC, and Sharifa Abdulrahman, the Ladies Wing President for GMSA-KNUST. So stick and stay with us, yes, don't move, we are just going to get started. So, assalamu alaikum and welcome. Welcome to my studio. Abiba, welcome to the best university in Ghana. I know that you idolize KNUST so much, so it's a great honor that you are here. Oh,
yeah, I'm coming here today. I'm here to.
So you agree that we are the best?
Somehow.
No, just say yes or no.
Indeed, you are the best.
She can't say no, so we are the best. So today we are going to be talking about women. You've been a women's commissioner before. You are currently a women's commissioner. So we are going to be talking about females on our campuses. So before we start, is there any lesson that you've learned so far on campus that you would like to share with us before we start?
Lessons about?
Like anything that so far you've picked on your journey since first year till now, any lesson that you've learned that you'd like to share with us?
Yes.
Okay.
One, to be patient.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just to be patient.
I think it covers everything. When you are patient, you get to achieve a lot of things. So it's like a broader subject.
Oh, okay. And Sharifa?
Okay, so one lesson I've learned on campus is humbleness. And also to be ready to learn and to relearn and to unlearn.
Okay, so we should be humble and we should be willing to learn. We should be willing to accept change.
Exactly.
Okay. So, Habiba, how would you assess the current state of welfare of Muslim students on your campus, UCC, like considering the population and the level of participation in GMSA activities? Like, how active are your ladies in GMSA?
Okay, Alhamdulillah, in my school, we have like massive participation because of the various calls we have. So since level 100, we introduce the ladies wing to them. So they are aware of the ladies wing since level 100. So it makes participation like so good, alhamdulillah.
So you mean that you get them from the halls?
Hall.
So what of those who are off campus?
So you see, they say when you are used to something, doing it becomes very easier. So in level 100, you're automatically a member of like the various.
So does it mean that all your freshers are in the halls in level 100, or
Yes.
some people? So you don't have any fresher off campus?
It's rare. I don't think so.
Okay. So how about you, Shefa?
Okay, so as a Muslima, the first day you step your foot on campus here, we have maybe the welfare committee in GMSA. So what we try to do is that we come a week before the continuous day. So we come a week with the freshers. So we go around and then we try to register them with the halls on campus here and also off campus. So with this, we try to have a database for all the ladies on campus here. So what we do is that we also try to visit them just to check up on them and also to inform them of the programs we have on campus here. And also we have reps. For example, the ladies, when we have reps for the halls. Okay. So what we try to do is that we go to visit them and also to their participation, alhamdulillah for the participation. Yeah, the number is encouraging. But sometimes the problem we have is usually the evening programs like the Monday night and the Islamic quiz. Because some of them are off campus. and also for security reasons.
Yeah, not
Yeah,
able to
they're not
come.
able to come. But alhamdulillah.
Okay. So you mentioned bonding Islamic quiz. What are they? What are some of the programs that you organize for your ladies?
Okay, so the activities we organize for our ladies is we have the Ladies Swing Seminar, and we have the Ladies Swing Islamic Quiz. Then we have picnics, we have, as you said, the bonding hour, and also we have a skills fair. So basically, these are the programs that we organize, and the aim of these programs is to foster a deeper understanding of the Islamic principles, the educational aspects, and also to spiritual growth and also to personal development.
And then the bond of sisterhood.
Yes, to strengthen the bond of sisterhood.
Okay, so UCC, what are some of the programs that you have?
I think you guys are learning from us because
no,
we are having the same thing.
No,
You can't have
you
the
already
same
mentioned that we
thing.
are the best.
We are the best, so let's see.
I agree. We are not the best as in best, but you guys are doing well, and then we are actually learning from you.
Yeah, so that's all.
If you are
Don't
going to-
explain. Don't explain. Just mention
Yeah,
your
let's-
program.
let's-
Just
let's-
mention your
I think
program.
it's the same thing.
No, just mention it. You want to hear from me. The same thing I said.
Yes, mention.
Okay, so bonding our ladies picnic,
Okay.
educational seminar, and the rest. Skills training. Yeah, so basically it's the same.
So, do you have the same motive as to why we organize, or what do you aim to achieve at the end of your programs?
The same thing.
The same.
Really?
Yeah.
So, even the answers you are copying as well.
Yes, exactly. So you are
Okay, so do you think that the objectives of your programs are usually met? Like the reason why you organize, let's say you organize a bonding hour so that ladies will come and sit and bond, share issues that they can't share outside when guys are present. So do you think that like at the end of the day you achieve your aim? Like the aim of the bonding hour is achieved, then the aim of the skills fair is achieved. Do you think it's achieved?
Yeah, it's achieved to the maximum point because every year we get a lot of sisters having businesses after the skills training.
Okay.
You see them preparing liquid soap, selling soap below, doing beads, and then you get that fulfillment. At least like my effort hasn't been like in vain. And then the fact that you see them working together after each bonding hour, like there's this sisterhood vibes after each program. So yes, our objectives are good.
So Sherifa, is it the same here?
Yeah, but it's the same. But I would like to add something. I'll give you this scenario. That was we had a bonding hour that was a week ago, and after this bonding hour, a lady texted me and she was like, "Oh, she needs an abaya because what she learned from the bonding hour was even though we wear uniform, but maybe if you are heading towards the classroom, you can put on this abaya. Then maybe
So
if you
this
get
lady is
there-
in business.
Yes,
Okay.
I don't know if she was in, but that's what she told me. I didn't ask her though. So I realized that this is something that she has learned out of what the bonding hour. Yeah, so I was really happy about it. And sometimes we tend to ask them, we get feedbacks from them after the bonding hours and the
Yeah.
seminar. And then,
Personally,
alhamdulillah.
I invited one lady and then she texted me that, oh, it was very impactful, and then she thanks me so much for inviting her because she would have missed a lot if she didn't come.
And sometimes looking at, let's say, if you join GMSA first year and then you reach final year, if you try to compare your life within these levels, you realize that you really had like
Changes,
a very vast changes.
So I believe that firstly, as a Muslimah, you have to establish your religious identity. Let's say when you come to your room first year, or even as a continuing student, when you change your room and then you get to your room, you have to let your roommates know that, okay, I'm a Muslim. If you go to class, you have to let your mates know that, okay, I'm a Muslim. So how can you do that? Like, how do I tell people that I'm a Muslim without necessarily saying it, Habiba?
Alhamdulillah, we are Muslims. Through our dressing, you need not to come and ask me, are you a Muslim? Because I'm Catholic. Like the way you see me, you know I'm a Muslim. So first, through our dressing, and then how we actually practice our religion on campus. When I came to level 100, I had 2 Christians in my room. The first day I told them that I don't like guys entering the room without my proper hijab. I told them that if you're having a visitor, let me know so that I'll dress properly before the person enters. So
that means that you have to set boundaries.
Yes.
So if you set these boundaries, how do you ensure that, okay, like, the boundaries that you've set is working. Sharifa, how do you...
So, just to answer the first question you asked, so as a Muslim on campus, you need to know your identity as a Muslim. What identifies you as a Muslim? And again, let me give this scenario in class. A lecturer took us in first year, I think that was first semester also. And so I think the next semester, he took us again. So the first day he came to class, the first day he came to class, he was like, oh, I took you guys last semester, but I can't remember, I can't remember anyone except one person. And I was also in front. I like sitting in front.
Okay, the senior students.
Oh, no. Okay. And so he was like, the lady in the hijab. Subhanallah, like, I was sitting in front and I don't know. So I was like, I'm the only person this lecturer could recognize in the class just because of what?
Your hijab,
my hijab.
your identity.
That was my identity. So you could imagine this kind of feeling I had in the class.
Okay.
So you shouldn't compromise. You get it? Yeah. There's no way you should compromise.
Okay.
You thinking that compromising will make you okay, but rather it's the
make you
opposite.
fit in, but
Exactly. Yes.
Okay. So some sisters come from home with poor Islamic influence, and then because of this, they are not religiously inclined. Like they are not like some people who come from homes that are all Islamic and that. So because of that, it shows in their way of dressing, their way of worship. So like if you see a sister like this, how do you handle the situation?
I think first you should get closer to the person.
Okay.
And then we try to be friends with the person first.
So let's take it from this perspective. Like, how do you? Okay, so I make friends with the person, then I say what you do.
Sometimes we learn things from people even unconsciously.
Okay.
I'm with you always. Okay. Abiba is always covering. Though I haven't said anything to the sister yet, but she always sees me covering. I think one day she'll ask, hey, why do you cover? And then I'll tell her.
So that's after you've gotten closer to
her. So it takes like time because we don't change our way of life within like a short period. It will take time. So we should get closer to the sisters, try to preach Islam to her. Oh, this, you have to cover because you're a Muslim, this ayah says this ayah says that. Or we shouldn't like go with full force. Hey, you have to cover yourself. Hey, no. It will take time. So getting closer to them.
So Sharifa, what if you try and get close to this person, but this person doesn't seem to learn from you? This person is not picking, like you are trying, you are inviting her, you've even given her bills and all that, but it's just not working.
Yeah, so the thing is, guidance comes from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Okay.
So you do your best and then you leave the rest to Allah.
Okay.
And you've tried all your possible ways. You've tried. You can see it. You've tried. But it's like the person is not improving. So yeah, so with this, just leave it and create Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And also to try to get someone who is much more closer to her. Let's say her friend, someone that she listens to. So maybe you can pass through the person to speak to her too.
Okay. So in a non-Islamic setting like our university, certainly you experience challenges. So let's take the hijab first. Have you ever had to deal with any issue of hijab? Not you, even if not you, but the sisters. Like, have you heard any complaints like they are not allowed to wear their hijab or something? UCC?
No. In my school, we even wear we write exam with our niqab.
Oh, okay, wow.
Yeah, so
that's nice. So you've not had any issue at all. Okay.
Best university.
Let's just ignore that one.
With GMSA, I think sometimes you need to understand the institution in which you are.
Okay.
They value identity so much because of security reasons and other stuffs. So with the hijab, I think that was last 2 years or so. I think during examination, I don't know if they thought it wise or maybe a student did it. I don't know. But the issue was they said we should stop wearing the hijab and then we should put on the scarf just to show our ears. We should tie it, so that maybe we will not put any airpod or something like that.
I think they actually caught a student.
Wow.
Yeah, and I don't think it was a Muslim student. I think it was a Christian wearing wig. So they assumed that, okay, so the wig looks like our veil, so
Yeah. So actually, with the niqab issue, I think that one, niqabis, they have to understand.
Okay.
Yeah. So first, that's as I said earlier on, you need to understand the institution.
Okay.
Get it? So I remember there was an issue at the library whereby a student was stopped from going to study because she was in the niqab.
Okay.
So the best way I could give to my students is maybe try putting on a nose mask.
Okay.
Yeah, I think with that one, they.
I don't normally agree with that one.
Yeah,
Because my niqab has nothing to do with your.
but
like
this
you
is
see,
like
you see,
this.
like the library, it's everyone can just come there, even if you are not a student or something, and then people wear this hijab and then niqab and then wear new things. So
we should try to change that. We shouldn't
Everyone has
agree.
the intention. You see, so someone will take opportunity of this.
sometimes the person is not even a Muslim.
But the
Yes.
person wants to take advantage of
But
this.
wear your niqab. Show me your ID. I lift up my niqab. I show
okay.
you. I enter.
Okay.
Because that's my
But
identity.
I understand
wear
you.
for.
Yeah, but that's what I told you.
I think it's high time we stop like accepting whatever rules they bring and also fight for our rules, because when we end up saying I agree, okay, it's their rules, we end up like leaving our identity and then focusing on what they want but not fighting for what we should. You get it? So it's high time we come together as niqabis, as hijabis, and fight those things.
I think with the hijab is okay, but the problem here is the niqab. Yeah, because one sister told me she was in an examination room and it was even a Muslim lecturer who walked to her. Because no, the thing is that understand. They feel like if the Muslim lecturers, if they don't talk about it, it's like they are rather encouraging our sisters to put on the niqab.
Niqab is not a bad
It's not a bad thing, but that is what that's
You see,
what,
it's not common
Yes.
in the university setting, like
We are
the
in
Christians.
Kumasi, even the people, they are not having issues with wearing niqab.
that is not like that's the
Wow.
institution. You get it?
Okay,
So
okay.
like that's why I said you should know the institution. You get
Okay.
it? Yeah. So that's their rules and regulations. So we
That's
just
fine.
try to.
Okay,
comply with it.
let's move on from the hijab
Okay.
issue. So, at instances where you have to deal with classmates or friends of the opposite sex, let's say you meet a guy and then he just renders his hand, he wants to shake you, or you just meet a friend and then he has opened his arms, he's waiting for you to hug. Like, as a Muslim sister, how should you tackle this issue? Should you just go because you don't want to be seen as a bad person, or what should you do?
First of all, sometimes when they do that, I do this and I
Signifying.
yes, like it's a no go. Like it's a no go.
So when you do this, do you
But-
tell them, or
and sometimes
just-
when you do this, you know what they do? They do this.
okay.
So they feel like the handshake. If it's not good, then maybe this is the I don't know if it's blows or something.
Let's go there.
Okay, they think it's okay. And sometimes too, when you try to explain to them, they feel like
You've
but
not
your
heard
friends
it
they do
before,
it.
yeah.
Exactly.
That's the problem.
You get that's the
Uh-huh.
problem.
So they feel like, oh, you why? You
That's
your own
what
is
it's true.
that exactly like you are exaggerating too much. So sometimes you just try to explain to them, and then that's as you said on your identity. Make yourself known to them.
Okay.
Handshake is not acceptable in my religion. Even the boza is not acceptable. Not to talk of hugging, because
Okay.
they see it as always a normal
Normal.
thing. Yeah, but it's a no-go area. And also to our Muslim brothers and sisters, we should try and make them understand, because sometimes it's so annoying when they tell you that,
Other people are doing it.
so why are you saying no, it's haram? You get it? So let's try and then.
So
Yeah.
do you have something to add?
Yeah, I think we should all be united and come together and to fight against this thing, because you get them saying, but Aisha is hugging, Aisha is shaking, and then you dear Aisha. But when all of us, like just like wearing the hijab, everybody is wearing hijab. You don't tell me that, but Aisha is not wearing hijab. But if we are all like shaking, like we are all not shaking,
Then we are all not shaking.
they
Some
will
people
understand.
shouldn't
And then
do
we
it.
should be consistent.
Okay.
Today we are shaking, tomorrow haram. No, like the
They will not
person
take
is
you
not
serious.
exactly. So we should be very consistent.
Okay. So as Wukoms, have you ever received reports of discrimination, sexual harassment on any of the campuses, KNUST, UCC?
Yeah, but that was first I didn't believe it was existed
Oh, okay.
until we started our program that was during the vacation, and we had this anonymous session. I was like, wow, subhanallah.
The reports that people brought.
And like sometimes I was like, so why are they quiet?
Okay.
Because right now it's anonymous. How do I get to you?
Okay.
A lady was telling us her story, how the lecturer is sometimes will take her to the hostel and the talks and the touch and everything. So I was like, then how do I get to such a person? Because if you are quiet, how then would I know?
You see, it's a delicate issue. She's afraid to come out to say.
And so I believe that is there, but sometimes how do you keep all those issues? Because they are quiet. The voices are veiled.
Okay. Yeah, veiled voices.
Veiled voices, exactly. So how then do we unveil them? Sometimes that's the issue. The little issues you hear is, sometimes you try, others tend to report, oh, this sister, the same room, or like she doesn't pray. So those ones.
Have you ever had like a situation about these things and then you've been able to deal with it, like get to the bottom of it? Have you ever had any situation like that?
No.
So far. Okay, what of UCC?
But we have a lot of sexual harassment.
So what are you doing about it? Because the ladies are quiet, so you are also quiet.
Not really, because this issue is very, 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 very
Delicate.
I don't know. Yes.
Okay, so
It will take time.
it will take
When we
time.
start talking, I think we will find.
Okay, then that means that we have to also start creating avenues for ladies to talk. Because we can't just wait for them to come out and talk. Some people are
And
afraid.
I think sometimes we the ladies we are hurt.
Okay.
Because when she comes out and she starts talking, why did you go there? Why did you do this? Why should I come out and say something for you to come and be questioning?
So you
Or
should
rather
stop.
be
We should
silent.
stop
Sometimes
judging.
they think that
Yeah.
we are not
So,
trustworthy, and also we are not open to receive.
That takes me to my next question. So, how do you tackle issues where ladies that you are trying to correct or ladies that come to you to complain about something, and then after your response, they say that you are being judgmental, and then because of that, they distance themselves from GMSA? How do you handle these issues? Because we hear it a lot. They say that GMSA ladies, they like judging people too much. How do you handle this situation?
Is it that they come to us for the advice or we go?
Sometimes they come to us, sometimes we go. Like when you see a sister and she's not dressed properly, how you even look at her. Sometimes you don't even look at her, but she'll say that you are looking at her and you are being judgmental. So like, how do you handle these situations? Or you've not encountered? For KNST here, we have a lot of those issues. So Shaiba, you can't say you've not encountered. So how do you deal with them?
With this issue, sometimes I think it's their perception. Like, maybe if a lady dresses in jeans and then top with a small bill and then comes to the masjid, and after she leaves, you hear information that, oh, when she came to the masjid, they were watching me and with this face and with this behavior and everything. You know, sometimes you know what you're bringing to the masjid is not right.
Maybe she
And
doesn't
sometimes,
know.
okay, sometimes you don't know, but sometimes you see, as we are all human beings, so maybe if you see that and then maybe you're not expecting such a person to bring this to them, and maybe your first glances, you get it. So maybe I don't know. But what we try to do is that just sometimes you speak to them in a very nice way, and the first thing that you have to build a rapport with them. So let's say it's a personal relationship with them. Try to get yourself closer to them. Hi, hello, let me take your contacts. Just text them and everything. So just to.
What if like the person doesn't tell you, the person goes to tell another person, the person
Sometimes
is
we hear
spreading
that
the
in
issue?
gyms
What do you do about it?
gyms are full, gyms are this, gyms belong to this. When we come for meetings, oh, you see that they are together, and then they'll isolate us, and we are So we hear issues like this. But sometimes I believe that sometimes if you have programs, we tend to be busy attending, let's say, organizing the program. So if we fail on our part to, let's say, welcome you to the best of our abilities, at least also bring yourself
Yeah, you
closer
should
to
make
us.
yourself available.
You get it? If I'm doing something, oh, let me help you. Oh, what's your name? You see, because sometimes you are new to the standards, you can't ask each and everybody here, oh, maybe thank you for coming to this program, this and this and this, I'm expecting next time. Sometimes bring yourself closer.
Okay.
And one thing I'll tell you, the executive or the ladies of GMSA, that let's be trying, we should be open.
Okay.
So sometimes, yes, we should be open, very important. And we should try and then listen to their opinions and then take it. Yeah. GMSA is not for one particular group of people.
Yeah.
As you are in KNUST here, Ghana Muslim Students Association.
Once you are Muslim, you are part of that.
Yes.
Okay. So, Habiba, do you have anything to say on
Yeah,
that?
I think it's all depends on how we approach them.
Okay.
And then when we see those things, yes, of course, our face will change because we are not expecting them to be wearing that particular dress to the masjid. But after that, I think we should just get closer to the person. They're nice, but I don't know. We have a long way to go as sisters. We women, I don't know. We have a lot. Even ourselves, we don't know ourselves. We have issues. So just get closer to the person and then try to talk to the person in a nice way.
I also think that we should learn to give people the benefit of the doubt. So when you see a sister dressed, excuse me to say, inappropriately to the masjid, assume that she doesn't know. And then you, the sister that is dressed like that, also assume that the person, maybe she's just looking at you but not with any bad intention, because it could actually be true, like she wasn't looking at you with any bad intention, but you have just, so learn to give people benefit of the doubt and then don't take things personal. It will go a long way to help you. So so if a sister comes to you, oh, Sister Abiba, as the wukom, you said they should come and talk to you. So a lady comes to tell you that, oh, she has received a marriage proposal. You see, as humans, it is part of our nature to love and then to be loved. It's very, and then in this our age, like, it's very normal. So a lady comes to you, oh, this guy said he likes me. Oh, I've seen this guy, I like this guy. What should I do? What would you say?
You ask 2 questions.
Okay, so if I see this guy and I like him, what do I do? Like, I want us to marry. What do I do?
Babe. You come to me for advice.
Yeah, as the wukom, I want you to advise me. What should I do?
Hey, that's a move. Listen. Well, personally, in my opinion, I think I have a lot to ask you.
Okay.
First, are you really sure that this is the guy you want? Like, are you ready for marriage, first of all?
Okay.
Because we are Muslims. And then if you see someone and you want to marry the person, ask yourself, are you ready for marriage? Is the person also ready for marriage? First. Secondly, will you marry, like, I don't know, but I feel there are lots of questions that you should ask and then talk to your parents, because you shouldn't have any haram relationship with the person.
So the lady should talk to her parents?
Yes. Tell your parents, tell your mother.
She should tell her mother that she has seen this guy and she likes the guy.
Of course.
Can you tell your mother that?
Yeah, because some of them, they're not really close to their parents.
Hey.
So I'm sure that's the reason why the person came to me.
Yes.
But I'm not the person's wife.
Okay, so like,
yeah, I understand that I'm the women's commissioner, but I should have my limits. You're talking about Islam. I'm not the person's wali. I can't say yes. She should. Yeah, go and propose to the guy. Oh no, don't propose to the guy. I can't say that because maybe the person is the best for her. If I say no, I'll lose. And then if I say yes to, I'm facilitating like haram relationship. So the best I will tell you is to talk to like someone you trust, your parents, your auntie, your father. I don't know, just someone that is very close to your. But some ladies are very close to their dad. That they can tell their dad. But to go and tell the person,
see, this
I don't think.
setting. Like, if a guy sees me and then he likes me, and I go and say it, that one is quite understandable. But like, I want to marry this guy. It doesn't make sense. Like,
so what should I say? Go and no. I wouldn't tell you to go and propose to the guy because we are in the 21st century, and then you propose to a guy. The next thing he has said it in the gentleman's house or GMSA-UCC forum or it's outside. So I think she shouldn't just talk to. And then when you marry the person, I'm sure I kick Azoka or like those kind of things. So I think she should find an elderly like person to tell the person. The person will know how to go. But I don't have any.
So Sharifa, she answered when the lady likes the guy. So you answer when the guy likes the lady. What should she do?
Yeah, so first of all, as Abiba said, sometimes you should ask yourself, are you ready for marriage?
Okay.
Because marriage comes with a lot of, like a whole lot.
Okay.
So emotionally, psychologically. Okay. So marriage comes with what? A lot. So like emotionally and psychologically, are you ready? Because probably the guy might be ready, but you as the lady, are you ready? And so maybe if you make all your decisions and everything, you realize that, oh, okay, I'm ready. Then the first thing I'll tell you to do is involve Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The next step, just involve your parents to avoid all these haram stuff.
Okay. So you're all saying you should go and tell their parents.
I think you should. Are you interested?
Yeah, I'm interested.
Like, are you the lady interested?
What if, let's say I am interested.
You're interested. I think you should involve your parents first before doing the istihara. Because we normally say, okay, I've met somebody, I'm just going to do istihara. Allah should show you. Allah should show you what? You should Allah should show you the way. I'm not trying to.
We understand.
Okay.
Please, you guys should cut that place. Allah should show you what.
Okay, so the problem is that if also you do the istikhara and then let's say it doesn't work, if it gets to the parents, it will reject it over there. In case Allah says, oh no, this is not a perfect match for you, and you do it, let's say before, if it gets to the parents, it won't work on it. So maybe before and after.
Me, I'm lost. So what are you posting? I don't understand.
I said the istikhara should be before
you talk to your parents.
So maybe my reason is that maybe if you do it, let's say before telling your parents, if it gets to the parents, maybe if Allah does not want it to happen, that is just my view. So if it gets to the parents, maybe over there things won't work out. So things will go.
But if you talk to, so you are saying that if you talk to your parents and they agree, and then later you go and you do the istikhara and then it doesn't work, it's not very ideal. That's what you are saying.
Yeah.
Okay, so your Wukong said you should go and speak to your parents. Yeah, your Wukong said you should speak to your parents. So if a guy likes you, just call your mom. Tell your mom that, Mom, hello, this guy said he likes me.
Then you're not saying that, though.
Okay, so
are
you aware of some of the stereotypes that people have about GMSA ladies? Not just non-Muslims, even Muslims. Maybe those who are not active in GMSA or Muslim guys, some stereotypes, like some allegations that they have against Muslim ladies. Are you aware? So can you give us examples?
I heard recently one of them like, hey, you be acting as if the Kaaba is in your room. They still have to be like holy. And then when we do something, tell us what about GMSA, then you are thanking something to say you are doing this.
Okay.
Yeah.
So people see those active in GMSA to be too
extreme.
Holy. Yeah. But is it true?
To a certain point, yes, because we attend GMSA programs to learn more about our deen. So when we go and then we hear that this is haram, this is halal, we try to follow those things. So yes, GMSA is teaching us to be better Muslims. So I urge them to also join GMSA.
Okay,
yeah, so, as everyone said, GMSA, if you look at the acronym GMSA, what does it mean? Ghana Muslim Students Association. So as well as you are a student in KNUST,
you are part of
GMSA.
So let's say let's say that it is the GMSA guys. Do GMSA guys have stereotypes, like some allegations they make against the Muslim ladies? Like an example is that they say that the ladies, they like bouncing the guys. Here they say it a lot. Is it true?
I think the problem is with the name bouncing. They make it look so extreme. I think it's just, let's say, a no. Maybe the no comes with reasons. We probably are not ready.
Yes, the no is bouncing.
Yes. So no, maybe the bouncing itself, sometimes I don't like the name bouncing. So maybe you are saying no because maybe someone else is there.
Okay.
Probably you are not ready. Okay. Yeah, so you see, so
it's true that we like bouncing the guys.
So Bao, what is a young student going to do?
Maybe his parents are rich, they will sponsor their marriage.
Then maybe it depends on them too. If you know you want a lady, then pass through the right things.
Okay.
You get it. So that if you get bounced, it doesn't look like, oh, the lady bounced. No.
Yes.
And also
so the lady bounced you indirectly, that's all. So
what they usually use against us is after the bouncing, we go on to tell our friends.
I don't think it's true. Is it true?
I don't know. That's a bit. Yeah.
Is it true? By the way you're laughing means you've been doing it.
No.
So you're going to tell your friends.
No. But sometimes, I think that's just But if you pass through the right means, I'm not sure that you're going to tell the friend and.
But it's very normal. You be like, hey, this guy, he said he likes me, but I bounced.
You see that you married?
You bounce. But I said no, but they put the word bounce in there.
But no, it's
No, it's bounce. So you bounce him. Okay, Sharifa wants to make it nice. She doesn't want to say bounce. She wants to say no. So that it's true. So that allegation is true.
We hear it though, but we are what's the reality?
That means that it's true. She can't say yes or no.
Oh,
so
just
it's
in case
true.
you've been hearing it, so
We'll be hearing it. Okay,
It's
so
like
we
that.
are coming to the end of our discussion. So is there any advice you have for Muslim leaders? I'll take it from both of you. Like how they should maintain their identity, how they should live their lives on campus as Muslims. General advice for the ladies.
Yeah, first, I would say they should strive to be better Muslims.
Okay.
They should strive in their academics.
Okay.
They should strive in any extracurricular activities. And then most importantly, they should volunteer for the cause of Allah. I think when you have the blend of these three, your life as a Muslimah on campus will be very fruitful.
Okay.
Academics, you should be there because that's the reason why you went to KNUST. That's the reason why you went to UCC.
Okay.
And then, so far as you are a Muslimah, you are part of GMSA.
Okay.
You should also be there. Learn more about your religion and then volunteer. When you volunteer, you get that skills, that leadership, like ideas.
You learn how to do sobolo.
Of course, yes, yeah. You learn how to do sobolo. At the end of the day, you come and be competing with women sobolo.
You pay for adverts. Okay.
That's what we want. Yeah, so they should strive for.
They should try and be balanced in all the three aspects you've mentioned.
Yes, very important.
Sharifa.
yeah. So as you rightly said, maintaining your faith and also to managing academics and involving yourself on campus life. Not forgetting joining the family and then the home. A home
Away from
home.
This one used to be people, they copied it from GMSA.
Hey, madam.
So that's all that you
Yes,
have
so
to
a
say.
home away from home and then get yourself participating in GMSA. GMSA is not for a set or
Or
a
a
subgroup
group
of
of
people. Yeah, so let's all come
GMSA is
together
for all of
and
us.
let's embrace it. So that at the end you graduate with 2 certificates. In GMSA here we have an institute where you learn Quran and so you can use as opportunity to perfect yourself with the recitation of the Quran. And so as you graduate with 2 certificates. Your parents brought you here to in KNUST for a degree certificate, but you are going home with what 2 certificates.
Sometimes more than 2.
Sometimes
Yeah, you
Depends
can
on-
even get husband in gyms.
And
You said they
I
should
remember
tell
one
their
time-
parents. Now you're saying you'll get
Maybe
husband.
after school or even in school and they are ready. I said if you are ready and you want to talk to your parents, you can
Okay.
go there, you can get a husband. You finish with mobile
Degree.
brand, certificate,
And-
degree, husband, friends. You can get protocol, engineering. You have a friend there, you call the all in
So
GMSA.
what do you have? Currently, what do you have?
I have. Hey, why do you want to know?
What do you have?
So
are you graduating with a husband?
I'm graduating with 5 things.
Mm-hmm.
Anticipate.
Okay,
Inshallah,
mention
get there.
3. Mention 3.
3. Hey, madam.
Mention 3. Okay, so as we are concluding today's episode, I'd like to thank my guests for joining me here and then sharing their insights, sharing recommendations with us about the topic issue. So I hope that whatever that we've discussed here will not only resonate well with the listeners, but it would also contribute towards fostering a supportive and understanding environment for Muslim students in the various institutions in Ghana. So, dear Muslim students, dear Muslim sisters in KNUST, UCC, in all the campuses, I would like you to know that navigating through your educational journey as a strong Muslimah is a beautiful challenge. So uphold your boundaries, set boundaries with confidence, uphold your values, and then stay true to yourself. Be confident, and then in all, trust in Allah's guidance. Everything will be fine with you. So please remember to like, share, subscribe, and then keep the conversation going. Till we meet in the next. Oh yeah, you should comment too. Yes, engage the post. So till we meet in the next episode. Assalamu alaikum, and this is a GMSA-KNUST production.